Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Before I begin to explain about how to manage intellectual intelligence and emotional intelligence, let me introduce myself. My name is Lala. I am an English department student at Hasanuddin University. I hope we can discuss this topic about how to manage intellectual intelligence and emotional intelligence with high enthusiasm from all member or all participants from the group on the group chat.
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurzeli Kole Pratima. You can call me Zelika. I am an English student at Makassar State University. I have graduated from Senior High School Wan Bulukumba. And by the way, this is my first time to be a speaker in English Practice Club. So first I want to thank to all members for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, let's begin the explanation. As we know, emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize your emotion, understand what they are telling you, and realize how your emotions affect people around you. It also involves your perception of others. When you understand how they feel, this allows you to manage relationships more effectively. On the other hand, intellectual intelligence is a general term used to describe the characteristic of the mind that include a number of abilities such as the ability to reason, plan, solve problems, think abstractly, understand ideas, use language, and study. Intelligence is closely related to the cognitive abilities possessed by individuals. There are some characteristics of intellectual intelligence or IQ, like greatly ability in problem solving, fast learner, curiously, easy adapting to new situations, and good at teaching or making concepts. So not all about intellectual intelligence is something that is related to math or number. And then the characteristic of emotional intelligence, including or EQ, including self-awareness, or in Indonesia kesadaran diri, self-regulation, or pengaturan diri, motivation, empathy, and social skills. So we need to know how to manage our IQ and EQ, so we can improve our skills that related to them. This is important because both of IQ and EQ will be used when we take tests at university, job tests, for example, CPNS, scholarship, study abroad, and etc.
Okay, because this is important, then I will tell you all how to manage intellectual intelligence and emotional intelligence. For the first one, I will explain about ways to manage intellectual intelligence. First, expand your horizons atau perluas wawasan Anda. The brain responds to new things by creating new neural pathways. Each new pathways becomes stronger with repetition, giving us new skills and strengths. Second, be imaginative. The more imaginative yourself to be, the more open you are to creating innovative and effective problem-solving techniques, brainstorming skills, and networking skills. Third, reading. Reading in general, regardless of the content, is fabulous for your brain. 4. Consistently learn or study. There is always something to still learn. Never be above education. Be patient about acquiring and developing new skills and information. The more you learn, the more prepared you become for excellent strategizing. Last but not least, physical activity. Physical activity not only gets you in better shape, but it gives you a higher function brain. Then, I will move to the point of how to manage emotional intelligence or EQ. For manage the emotional intelligence, you need to do this. First, observe how you react to people. Look honestly at how you think and interact with other people and try to put yourself in their place and be more open and accepting of their perspective and needs. Second, do a self-evaluation. What are your weaknesses? Are you willing to accept that you are not perfect and that you could work on some areas to make yourself a better person. Have the courage to look at yourself honestly. It can change your life. Third, examine how you react to stressful situations. Do you become upset every time there's a delay or something doesn't happen the way you want? Do you blame others or become angry at them, even when it's not their fault? The ability to stay calm and control in difficult situations is highly valued. Keep your emotions under control when things go wrong. 4. Take responsibility for your actions. If you hurt someone's feelings, apologize directly, don't ignore what you did or avoid the person. Last, examine how your action will affect others before you take those actions. If your decision will impact others, put yourself in their place. How will they feel if you do this? Would you want that experience? If you must take action, how can you help others deal with the effects?
That's how we could manage our intellectual intelligence or IQ and emotional intelligence or EQ. Even though IQ is used to measure intelligence, it doesn't mean that the lower IQ score are a sign that people are less intelligent, more just that people are scoring lower on IQ tests. It's also important to think about what IQ tests actually measure and what they don't, along with what we mean when we talk about intelligence. IQ tests, for example, are not good at measuring things like personality, creativity, or emotional and social intelligence, or even wisdom. I think that's all. What do you think, guys? Do you have any question? Or do you have any tips about how to manage our intellectual intelligence and emotional intelligence? Or perhaps a different idea or opinion about the explanation? Please feel free to share your opinions and ideas. Thank you.
Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
English Practice Club. Learn together.